100%ing Manhattan, Lincoln Center, Upper West Side, let's go! Welcome to New York, welcome to New York. Hello friends, welcome in or welcome back to my channel. I'm April Anonymous, and today we are continuing on our challenge to 100% Manhattan, which means we are gonna be walking every street and every avenue in the borough of Manhattan. We have a few side quests we can also do. Eat a food, drink a drink, pet a pet, find an art, and find an artist. Now, I kind of cheated. I ate a chopped cheese right before we started, so you guys won't see that, but I feel like that counts as eating a food. I live pretty close to here. We are in Columbus Circle right now, and we're gonna be tackling part of the Upper West Side. We're gonna try to go up Central Park West from 59th to 72nd Street, walk those streets, and hopefully get all the way over to around Amsterdam, where Lincoln Center ends. So, without further ado, come on, let's go. Yeah, I think we can make it all the way to Amsterdam. Now, I have been known to bite off more than I can chew when it comes to this challenge. There have definitely been a few days where I've made a plan on a map and walked quite a bit further than I meant to. But I think Central Park to Amsterdam, 59th to 72nd, shouldn't be too big of a chunk. This challenge is really tricky though, because you don't realize how much walking is gonna go into walking every avenue and then every street, because you're like, oh, I can walk from here to there. And then you go, oh no. Usually around halfway I go, am I really only halfway? We've taken a few weeks off from this challenge in honor of us restarting it. I'm gonna turn on a really good song for walking, and in honor of Dead Outlaws, run on Broadway and off Broadway. We're gonna play a fun song. We're walking!
Your mama's dead,
and so are you, and so are you. Hey! We're already up at 66th Street. Wild, right? Everyone go check out Dead Outlaw on Audible and cry yourself to sleep knowing you didn't get to see it on Broadway. Everyone on the green, everybody. I always say that New York, it's actually a small town cosplaying as a big city, because I run into people I know on the street just all the time. All the time. Just ran into one of my coworkers I've never seen out in the wild before. Just walking along Central Park West, run into one of my coworkers from work. Oh my God, wild, wild. City of how many people? City of how many people? And I run into one of the, 50 people I know personally that live here? Wild. For anyone who doesn't know, I use this app called Real Time IRL to track my location as I walk around. So, if you guys ever want to follow along, it's the way to see where I'm at, only while I'm live. It's the Dakota. Strawberry Fields is just inside Central Park through there, which we will hit another day. I remember their happy hour here is really good. It's the Ribbon. They've got a really good wine, but I don't think they have happy hour today because it's Sunday. That's how I'm gonna tear myself away right now. Don't let me go in, guys. No happy hour on Sunday. So, only sad hour? The way I do these, like I said, I'd go avenues, up and down, and then we do the streets back and forth, back and forth. So we walked all of Central Park West, and now we're heading over to Columbus Avenue. And once we get there, we're gonna head south back to 59th Street. Yeah! Columbus Avenue and 72nd Street, time to turn south. So for anyone who didn't know, my dorm at school was really close to here. And so all of these streets, everything around here is super familiar to me. One of my first jobs was right around here. I used to look out at Felice from the host stand of Cafe Rhonda every day. My favorite pizza place is over there, but it's closed now. The passage of time. My dorm was right down that street, the Stratford Arms. We'll see it later. Getting ready to pass El Mitote, which I love that restaurant. It's so good. They've got such good like Mexican. It's not too pricey either. Amazing. El Mitote, right there. Great margaritas too. Oh, that's the post office where I got my passport photo for my first passport to go to Niagara Falls and perform at the casino up there. Memories all alone in the moon. There's a Starbucks over here now. This is new, or new to me at least. I really want a matcha now. Don't let me get a matcha, I don't need it. I just want it. Coming up on Lincoln Center. Woo woo! Sometimes I actually really enjoy walking through scaffolding, like especially when it's raining. It's like, woohoo, a little house. Yay, Lincoln Center! It's gonna be fun doing this challenge because we're also going to see it after the sunsets later. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to see it in the sunshine and in the darkness. With all the pretty lights turned on. Love this little park here. It is so cute. And that's the Starbucks I'm used to seeing right over there. Do I deserve a coffee? Maybe I should get a coffee. And the birds up there. So I almost waited to do this part of our 100%ing Manhattan till after the summer, so we could do it without the dance floor. But because it's so beautiful when all this isn't here as well, and like classic. But at the same time, I was like, you know what? No, we're just gonna enjoy it the way it is. Got a playground. There's the pond. Oh, I love how they have the birds on the side of the Vivian Beaumont Theater. And I've got cornhole! Yes! Hello, baby. You're a good baby. This is Fordham's Sculpture Walk. That's Columbus Circle, right through there. Flame Diner, one of the best diners in the city. We reached 59th and Columbus, and now we're headed over to the next avenue. This is going so fast. Am I getting overconfident? Maybe a little bit. Is it overconfidence or is it just confidence? I have confidence in confidence alone. I actually messed up and went a block further south. So we're actually on 58th Street right now. But I'm not gonna try to fill in 58th Street for everything. We're just gonna take this as a little bonus. Headed back up north. We're at 59th and 10th Avenue. That breeze feels amazing. Miami Squared Pizza used to be the Olympic Flame Diner, which was the diner me and my friends all went to when we were in college. I'm still so sad that they got rid of it. I have no idea if the pizza's any good. I've never been, mostly out of principle. How dare you take away my Olympic flame? I have so many lovely memories of sitting in there with a cup of like black coffee, and just sweaty legs on vinyl seats and like free mints after you finish. So good, so good. My school's right down there. I went to AMDA, the American Musical and Dramatic Academy, and it's just that first building right there, the white one right there. There are so many things I really love about the fact that I went to AMDA, and one of them is that forever, for the rest of time, I can use the rehearsal space there, and I can also use the library forever and all of it for free. And I love going back there and just renting a piano room and just playing for like hours. It's one of my favorite things to do. Now we're walking behind Lincoln Center. There are gonna be entrances to the library over there, but I wanna walk over and see that mural. This beautiful mural. San Juan Hill was a community in what is now the Lincoln Square neighborhood of the Upper West Side in Manhattan, New York City. Initially inhabited by the Lenape, its residents were mostly African American, Afro-Caribbean, and Puerto Rican. It comprised one of the largest African American communities in New York City before World War I. Generally understood to be bound by 59th Street on the south, West End Avenue on the west, 65th on the north, and Amsterdam Avenue on the east. In 1947, the city of New York made San Juan Hill an area for redevelopment. The site is now the home of Lincoln Center. Wow. So West Side Story, the movie, was filmed on San Juan Hill shortly before it was demolished. That's why you can't like go find sites from the movie, visit here in New York, because it's all been demolished. And then in the new West Side Story, they incorporated the demolishment of those areas into the visual storytelling of the movie, which I just thought was so fascinating. It's really sad to hear about so many areas of the city that had been, lost, torn down, demolished over time. And it's especially sad, between San Juan Hill and the community that was torn down to build Central Park, that so many of these areas are specifically like African American and people of color built areas. It's wonderful to appreciate the beauty of the city we have, but also it's important to remember what we've lost and what it means that we've lost it, and the people that lost things. Like when I first heard about the settlement in Central Park that got demolished, it really broke my heart because back then you had to own land to vote. So many of these African American men had gotten property and finally had property and then having it ripped away from them. It wasn't just losing the property and having the money paid to them, like you can't just go, oh, they got the money, because no, it was also disenfranchisement, and it broke my heart. Anyway, little history lesson / tangent. This is the Fiorello LaGuardia High School of Music and Art and Performing Arts that you may know from Fame, the movie and the musical. Fame, I'm gonna live forever, I'm gonna learn how to fly. I've never seen the TV show version of that, but I have seen the movie, and quite frankly, it traumatized me. So fun to walk up this area because this was the street I used to walk up and down to get to school from my dorm. So I feel like I'm getting a lot of nostalgia right now. That was my Citibank. I used to go deposit my checks there. August events, they've got tarot card painting art night. August 28th, 6 to 9. I want to do that. It's like one of those pottery painting studios. It's called Color Me Mine. We should go. I love this little intersection. It is so pretty. The architecture on the buildings, it'll get even better when we get further north. Already at 72nd Street and 10th Avenue. We finished our goal here in terms of avenues, so now we get to just make our little sneaky snake motion around and take care of all the streets. How fun! I made a detour into Trader Joe's just to get myself a giant water. 91 cents, BB. Also waited like 15 minutes in line to check out, so. Last Gray's Papaya. When you're hungry or broke or just in a hurry, no gimmicks, no bull. Gray's Papaya. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. I've really been cheating at these side quests today, between the chopped cheese being like right before we started, and then the drinks a drink is just a giant bottle of water from Trader Joe's. What do you guys think? Does that count? Do I get a point for that? One of the very, very few moments where I'm like, oh yeah, that's an actual shot of New York City in How I Met Your Mother is during the New Year's episode, I think. They're like, we're going to Gray's Papaya. And it was a shot of right here. And I was like, oh my God, that's right near my dorm. Now that we've finished going up and down all the avenues, we're gonna start doing our snaky snake around to hit all of the streets. Starting off by walking down 72nd Street, and we're gonna finish off on 59th. Something I love about this challenge is I feel like it's allowing me to settle down and walk through these areas of New York that, you know, I've been to before. But like when you're walking every street, you're able to take so much more in than you might if you're just trying to get from one place to another, just going from point A to point B, which is really fun. The brownstones on the Upper West Side are just so beautiful. Pretty sure that used to be Big Nick's, my favorite pizza place in college. There also used to be a really good Mexican place over here somewhere that had really good margaritas. And they didn't card. Also, one of these spots was Cafe Ronda, where I used to work at in college. Can't remember which one though. I want to say it's where Joe and the Juice is now. There was a stoop over here somewhere that me and my college friends used to sit on, and we called it the $1 Million Stoop because the house was for sale. And I can't remember if it like said $1 million on it or we just decided that the apartment was probably going to be sold for $1 million. But we were like, this is the $1 Million Stoop. Dorilton. This Beaux Arts apartment house was designed by the architectural firm of Janes and Leo and completed in 1902. The Dorilton was home to local artists and musicians who appreciated the large soundproof rooms. The building features a 5-story central bay window embellished by 2 elaborate larger-than-life female sculptures at its base. The entire structure is capped by a 2 1/2 story convex mansard roof embellished with decorative copper ridge capping. So neat. Building is really cool. It's very like Egyptian inspired. You can't really see the coolest parts because of the scaffolding right now. And also, Lady Gaga's parents live here. Wild, right? We're here, my friends. My old dorm building. Ah, yes, the Stratford Arms. There were rehearsal rooms in here. We can see the AMDA. Welcome, AMDA. Please stop by the front desk. Right in there. I miss it. I miss it. Ah. I lived on the 2nd floor. I think I lived right in that room right there. How cool is that? I hear someone singing. Do you guys hear that? La Vie en Rose. Who is that?
It makes me feel so young.
Get me nuts.
You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, lots of bells to be rung, and a wonderful thing to be flown. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today. 'Cause you make me feel so young. All right, go ahead, lady.
It's fun that our border is Central Park West because every time we hit the border, we get to see trees again. And every time it's a bit later. So this restaurant, West Side Restaurant, it's like a really cute diner. And that's where we went to for Thanksgiving dinner this year. It was so fun. I went to the parade and then afterward we went to the West Side Restaurant and got ourselves the Thanksgiving special and it was amazing. Joanne Trattoria, and this is actually a restaurant that is owned by Lady Gaga's parents. How cool is that? We should come here sometime. Every time we get back to Central Park West, I feel like it just keeps getting more and more beautiful. How? How does that happen? I've gotten stuck in these little middle areas because I missed the end of the crosswalk timer. Oh my gosh! Hello! Oh, what a good baby. What a good baby. You having a good walk? Thank you so much. Yes, I got 2 cats at home. So anytime I see a dog, it just makes my whole day. Ah, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Oh, what's their name?
Skylar.
Skylar. Bye-bye, Skylar. Have a good one. Time to head down 66th Street. This is the old Channel 7 building. It's so wild to see it empty. Is this the building from the Ghostbusters? Spook Central? 55 Central Park West. Yeah, this is it. Here, I'll go across the street. Here it is. 55 Central Park West. It is. It's Spook Central. Now where's the Marshmallow Man? I love it because it looks creepy. Like if you were gonna pick the creepiest building on this block, like you picked right. Look at like the spiky architecture and wow.
Yeah.
Here is Juilliard School. And then over here, we can see Lincoln Center again. It's raining, but only right here. I thought I was almost done. We'd done all the streets back and forth, snaky. And I just remembered I can't walk straight down 59th Street. So we're gonna have a little backtracking, but it's gonna be fine. Surprise walk down 58th Street. What? Welcome to Columbus Circle. We made it. And now to walk up Broadway to complete our mission. Huzzah! I love this little area so much. And that was 100%ing Lincoln Center and the southern portion of the Upper West Side. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, I invite you to like and comment in order to appease our algorithmic overlords. If you like me and my content in general, I invite you to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you don't miss any future content from me. If you want to help me feed my cats in the manner to which they become accustomed, I invite you to check out my Patreon. I'm listing my current Patreon members right here. Thank you guys so much for the support. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you guys so much for going on this adventure with me. And I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Bye! Welcome to New York. New York! It's been waiting for you.